What if I told you the strongest thing about Tanjiro isn't his sword? It isn't his breathing technique. It isn't even his ability to defeat demons. The most dangerous thing about Tanjiro Kamado is his heart. Because in a world where demons destroy everything they touch, Tanjiro does something no one else dares to do. He feels for them, and that one choice changes everything. But to understand why, we have to go back to the night that created a monster and a hero. Because the truth is, Tanjiro wasn't supposed to survive that night. In fact, most demon slayers wouldn't have. His entire family was slaughtered, his home destroyed, and the one person he loved most in the world, his sister Nezuko, became a demon. For most people, that would have been the end of the story. But for Tanjiro, that was only the beginning. And what he does next is something even the most powerful demon slayers couldn't imagine. Before the demons, before the battles, before the blood and fire, Tanjiro Kamado was just a boy living quietly in the mountains. Kind, hardworking, protective of his family. He sold charcoal to help his mother and siblings survive. It wasn't glamorous, but it was peaceful. And sometimes, peaceful lives are the ones that shatter the hardest. Because one night, Tanjiro stayed in town longer than usual. A small decision, a harmless delay. But when he returned home the next morning, everything was silent. Too silent. His house destroyed, the snow stained with blood, and his family one and gone. All except one, Nezuko, still alive. But something was terribly wrong. Her eyes, her hunger, her transformation had already begun. She was becoming a demon, and this is where everything should have ended. But something unbelievable happened next. Instead of attacking Tanjiro, Nezuko protected him. Even while becoming a demon, some part of her humanity remained. And that moment changed Tanjiro forever, because he made a decision that would define his entire journey. He wouldn't just defeat demons, he would save his sister, no matter the cost. But here's the problem. In the world of demon slayers, demons cannot be saved. At least, that's what everyone believed, until Tanjiro arrived. Becoming a demon slayer is brutal. Most recruits don't survive. The training is relentless. The battles are worse. Every mission could be your last. And the enemies Tanjiro faced were not ordinary monsters. They were nightmares, demons that had slaughtered hundreds, creatures faster than human reflexes, stronger than steel, merciless. But something about Tanjiro made him different. Yes, he trained. Yes, he learned the water-breathing technique. But his true weapon wasn't skill, it was empathy. And that made him terrifying. Because Tanjiro could smell emotions, fear, hatred, regret, even the lingering humanity inside demons. And sometimes, that humanity changed the outcome of the fight. But not always. And what happened during one particular battle shocked everyone watching. Because when Tanjiro faced his first truly powerful demon, he wasn't strong enough, not fast enough, not experienced enough. By every measurable standard, he should have died. But what happened next is the moment that defined Tanjiro Kamado. Instead of giving in to fear, Tanjiro did something unexpected. He cried, not for himself, not for the battle, but for the demon he was about to kill. Because Tanjiro realized something no one else had considered. Many demons were once human, people who had families, dreams, lives, and in their final moments, they remembered. That realization broke something inside Tanjiro, but it also made him stronger, because he wasn't just fighting monsters, He was fighting tragedies, and suddenly, his battles meant something deeper. And this raises a question. What would you do in Tanjiro's position? If someone destroyed your family, could you still feel compassion for them? Or would you become the very thing you hate? Think about that, because Tanjiro's answer might surprise you. As Tanjiro's journey continued, the enemies grew stronger, more dangerous, more horrifying. Each demon pushed him closer to his limits. Every battle tested his body, but more importantly, his heart, because Tanjiro refused to lose the one thing that made him human: compassion, even when others mocked him for it, even when fellow demon slayers believed he was weak. But here's the twist. That compassion became his greatest strength, and the moment that proved it is one of the most powerful scenes in anime. Because during one devastating battle, he faced an enemy that completely outmatched him. Stronger, faster, more experienced. Everything was falling apart, and it looked like the end. But then, something awakened, something ancient, something powerful, and no one expected what came next. In that moment of desperation, Tanjiro remembered something, a dance his father once performed, a dance passed down through generations. Not just a dance, but a forgotten technique. Hinokami Kagura, the dance of the fire god. And when Tanjiro used it, everything changed. The battlefield erupted in flames. His movements became faster, sharper, more powerful than anything he had done before. For the first time, Tanjiro wasn't just surviving, he was dominating the fight. But the most powerful part wasn't the technique. It was the reason he unlocked it. Not anger, not revenge, but love, the memory of his family, and the promise he made to protect his sister. That emotion ignited something inside him, something unstoppable. And suddenly, everyone realized the truth. Tanjiro wasn't just another demon slayer. He was something entirely different. Because Tanjiro Kamado didn't become powerful by abandoning his emotions. He became powerful because of them. In a world that teaches warriors to harden their hearts, Tanjiro chose to keep his open. And that decision changed everything. It changed the battles. It changed the people around him. And it even changed the demons he faced. Because sometimes, the strongest weapon in the world isn't a sword. It's the courage to stay human, even in a world filled with monsters. And that is why Tanjiro Kamado is unforgettable.